What's going on, everybody? We're back. It's your friend Will. This is the Memory Lapse, and we are 3-0 with green-white tokens and competitive constructed, which had a near miss today. It was almost destroyed by WotC, and they have given it a stay of execution. The changes will not be made. They are going to reevaluate. They were shocked that people were upset that the rewards were going to be slashed, and so we are still grinding away. And we will be on the play here. And I think this is a solid keep. We have Legion's Landing into turn 3 history, thanks to Flower. We have someone who's just wandering Twitch following along right now, Perry the Pigeon. Perry, if you're like a Twitch person, you understand how it works. I don't know what thresholds I have to meet to hit bits and subs and all that stuff. But if you want to give me like a little download in the chat, I would appreciate it. Oh no. We are playing against Merfolk. So I think we will go get the 4th land here. I think it's going to be valuable to us in the long run. If they trade, we'll be happy, I think, right? Because this just grows. Yeah. I should update my stream title because we're no longer waiting for the patch. Cervical Adept, sure. Revealing Adept. And we'll play history. So I think given our hand and just given their deck, we probably want to be trading here. All right, so much for that idea. Though we can trade here. Right? So I think we can history and conclave, which is pretty sick. This one can attack. And if they want to block, they can block. Plenty more where that came from. So next turn we're going to flip our Legion's Landing. And we can play another Tribunal. We probably don't need to play Tribunal because we're going to be buffing up. And if they want to trade with the 1/1, they can. Yeah, I think we want to save this Conclave Tribunal for something big like a Kumena. We can just start pumping out tokens in the meantime. All right. Perry was kind enough to post something that probably I could have Googled into the chat here. And the one thing I don't have is at least 50 followers. I think I'm only sitting around like 25 followers. So that would be where I'm falling short right now. But that's pretty much because I've only streamed like 3 times. So fair enough, Twitch. But I mean, look, someday, especially if I can do another stream next week and we put some together over the holiday, If I can convince my wife to like go out for the day or something and endure the cold without me, maybe we can get this follower count up and start trying to do like, I don't know, it's gonna be tough once we get out of the holidays. Well, yeah, Perry says 3 times 27 followers is not bad. It's because a lot of people have come from my YouTube where I have like 400 something subs. And I've been posting to my YouTube like the dates that I've been taking off to stream, and people have been really kind to come and follow along. I mean, this is going to go off next turn. We don't want to block. Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll just block the 2-1 with a token here. But Twitch is just not going to be my thing overall because I have a full-time job. Living that corporate life. Perry, what do you stream? Also Arena. So I think we can... No, we can come close to killing them here. We can probably force them to make a block with the Comena Speaker. Hey, Ichi, stop. So do we kick this here? Or do we just like eat their J-Light Ranger? They have this Mistbinder on the top. But I think it's probably better to get the damage through now. That'll make the Mistbinder not matter. Puppy sounds. Yeah. So as one of the incentives is if I get to 500 subs on YouTube, I'm going to get a camera and everyone can see the dog first and me second. Because a lot of the time when I'm recording, he is sitting on my lap. He's quite the good boy. I'm going to mute while I sideboard here because this truck is backing up right in front of our apartment. All right, that's better. So we could just do it like this. Take out the Vanguards, which don't really block. The Baffling End seem very good. This even deals with Kumena. We could take out Ajani and put in like Shalai or put in Settle the Wreckage. Probably taking out Ajani for Shalai is okay. I think Ajani might be hard to defend. I'd rather have a 3-4. No, I'm not using a lapel mic. I am using a Yeti. Yeah, I don't know. It's like supposed to be like the best, not hyper expensive mic that you can get. The issue is that it is very sensitive, even when I put it into a monodirectional mode. And where I live in Brooklyn, it's pretty highly trafficked. So we keep this. It picks up the street sounds. It picks up the car alarms. Snowball, no. It's I'd have to look at my Amazon history and see. Let me look. It has the word blue written on it. I got it about 2 months ago. Ooh, hold on, I don't want to miss playing anything here. So I guess I'm going to flower here because we have 2 Lyras and a Shalai. It is a Blue Yeti USB microphone blackout. It's great. I mean, it just picks up a lot of sound, and there's nothing I can do about it. My neighbor downstairs is like a sound engineer, and he told me there's really not much you can do here. Like the few times he's recorded voiceovers in his apartment, he makes someone go into the closet and he has it like all padded up. So this is where we're at. No, I think that the quality is really good. The issue is just the background pickup is really high. And I have gotten complaints on YouTube. I'm just going to keep blocking. I mean, the issue really mostly comes up when I'm streaming, because when I'm out during the day, when I usually record, it's either early in the morning. It's usually early in the morning. There's not that much street noise. But when I'm here during the day, there's a lot going on in the streets. There's like a mechanic across the street from me. There's a beverage distributor that's constantly like receiving and sending out deliveries. So a lot of trucks coming in and out. But I can't just sit here and stream all day and not record for YouTube. And so there's a lot of opportunity for people to tell me how bad it is. And they're not wrong. Kind of tempted to like block here, because I don't know if I'm going to draw land. Though the Shalai does protect me from like weird bouncy stuff, so let's just take the 4. Ghost Truck likes the extra noise. Well, make sure you comment because it would be nice to have a counterpoint. A lot of people do not like it, and they tell me. I think it's charming too. That's one of the reasons I like living here, but it is like when I wear headphones while I record, and I hear it much more in the headphones than I really notice when I'm just sitting in the apartment. I can turn down the gate on the mic and we'll get even more of it if you really want. I'll do that after we're done recording for YouTube. That would infuriate too many people. So if we just play Tristani here, we're probably going to crush them, right? Where were all these kind of like budget decks when we were playing with like Time Walk? It would have been nice to get an easy 5-0 run with Jeskai. All right, 4-0, making up for the losses. That's the end of this video. You know what? Let's just be cool. We'll roll over this video and do 2 rounds here because the last one was really short. Even though it's not very economical for me in terms of posting content. Perry says, I think this is the healthiest standard it's ever been. I guess I'm inclined to agree, though. I took a lot of time off between Return to Ravnica and now, so I didn't experience a lot of the bad days of standard. I was in the closed beta, and I played with Kaladesh, and I did not necessarily enjoy the experience of playing with those cards. Though it was nice in Arena where it was not quite as spiky. Not everyone was playing tier 1 decks. It wasn't as inbred. But I think it's in a nice spot now. It just feels like you can kind of play whatever, and if you get good with it and you have a plan, you might be able to just 5-0. I'm very excited to see what comes to the next set. I have a lot of gold saved up, and our plans from day one is just going to be to like do a big pack opening, build decks, and start playing. Opponent goes first. This is a little bit slow, but I think with March we can keep. I mean, there's a reasonable chance that a Danto into history is just going to be good enough, like if they're blue red. Yeah, Perry. I mean, farming gold for the next set is something I've been doing for a while, but it's only because in order to keep my, as part of like committing to this channel, I did spend a good chunk of money to buy packs and build decks. So I am not a free to play player. Wow, putting a visit into the graveyard. And I totally understand people who may have been spending gold along the way to build new decks. I just haven't had to do that for the most part. But I am hoping that the amount of gold I've saved up, I won't need to spend more. Although I am prepared to be let down. So the question here is, I think we're just going to history and then try to Conclave Tribunal next turn. Getting the history down and building a board is going to matter. Yeah, if you haven't spent money on this game, it's understandable that you don't have a lot of gold saved up. That's just the nature of free-to-play games. So we're 2 turns from kicking Saproling Migration. But we could migrate and Tribunal and then set up for like consecutive marches. Or we could like just migrate and then march for 4 and then set up for an even bigger march the following turn. We can't really force any damage through this turn. But it would be good to get one of these off the board before they have dive down mana up. So I think we're going to migrate, create 2 tokens, Tribunal. And we'll take the Crackling Drake off the board here. And I guess the question is it worth it to trade 4 life for 2 damage? And I don't think so. We're still not sure what build they are. Oh, I guess actually the Nimbizik gives it away. We probably could in this situation, since we don't think they have maximized velocity. Perry, I don't know what shadow play is. I use OBS to record my YouTube videos, and I'm using it right now to stream and record concurrently, but I don't know what shadow play is. Oh, they're not attacking. Alright, let's go get a land. And I guess what we'll do is we'll look to do an end of turn march for 3. And then set up a bigger march following that. Alright, we'll just march for 3 here then. If they're going to shock. Do the balls. Do I use Deck Tracker? No, I don't use Deck Tracker, though. If I start streaming more consistently, I would consider figuring it out. But I don't have any extensions or add-ons. Honestly, like if someone wanted to volunteer their time and get on Skype with me and walk me through it, I would love to set that stuff up, but don't really have time to figure it out for myself right now. Wow, Lava Coil a token. Alright, gotta feel good about that. Ajani. So what's better here? Yeah, I don't think we want to play Ajani. I think we just want to go for a big march. And then untap an Ajani. Perry, if you know a lot about this stuff and you want to help me figure out how to do it more efficiently, I would be happy to get into like Discord and talk to you off stream another time. Oh shoot, I totally missed my end step, or missed their end step. All right, let's just play the Loxodon. Yeah, if you go, Perry, if you go and follow me on Twitter, I'm gonna post it here. We can start DMing and figure it out. Because I would love to learn more about this stuff. I'm gonna focus on the game now. Because I'm playing loose. I missed my march, and we've had to change our game plan here. Luckily, these things have lifelink, and so they're kind of in a spot where they do have to hold back until they can put together a win. All right, seems unlikely they're going to put together a kill here. Starting next turn, we can attack with these Adontos because the Enigma Drake can't block them. If they swing here, we'll play Ajani, put counters on the lifelinkers, undo most of the damage. I still think they can't swing. Our board's a little too intimidating. Alright, so let's attack with the Adontos. I could have attacked with the Loxodon too. But you know, leaving it up for March is fine. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, absolutely. I guess they're gonna dive down here. Either way. Alright. Let them take their turn. We're gonna mute while the ambulance goes by. All right. Crackling Drake comes down. $18's a lot. So we have to close this game out here. If they flash back the Beacon Bolt onto the Loxodon, we get to make our march, and I think we'll be okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. That's a lot of lifelink. Let's grow these lifelinkers. Yeah. This might be lethal. I'll make them do the math. All right, it was. All right, so let's see. Honestly, Citywide Bust, maybe that's why Citywide Bust is in this sideboard. It seems pretty good against this deck. So we can bring in Citywide, Ixalan's Binding. Maybe that's it. What's not very good against this deck? Ajani is probably not very good. It was kind of hard to find a position to put it in. Loxodon is probably also not very good. At least in multiples. The Tribunals for sure. I think we want a lot of small stuff because they don't really... Their spot removal is not good at dealing with a lot of tokens. So the question is, do we bring in Lyra? Do we bring in Settle? I don't think we want those cards. I think we just want to stay low to the ground and blow them out. Yeah, let's just try it like this. I think we played this person before Elodin. This name looks really familiar to me. Alright, we can keep this. We just get to chain history into history. His Loxodon's not great though. All right. I think we'll hold this flower. We have history into history. There's a chance that I think we want to hold it to hedge against drawing multiple lands, and then we'll potentially win with a Flourish turn. Yeah, and there's land number 1 that we didn't want to draw. We'll see if they decided in negates or anything here. Spell Pierce. Totally reasonable. All right, so we have history and a token verse, and we're just going to chain a couple Loxodons here. Yeah, the Loxodons are super awkward. Ooh, let's draw Citywide Bust. Let's go. If you're our opponent here and we Citywide Bust, do you just like uninstall the client? Seems possible. We're gonna mute again. This emergency vehicle goes by. All right, no Citywide Bust. I'm gonna reconsider. Maybe we do want some of the bigger stuff for games like that where we flood out. I think we don't want the Loxodons at all. They seem really bad. Going on the play here. Oh, yeah. We got the tech. Alright, well, we just need to draw one land. And I think our hand is very good. If we draw like Sunpetal or Temple Garden, our hand will be super good next turn. Or even just basic forest. Hey, Sunpetal called it. Perry is saying something about a MTGA streamer tournament. Are you organizing it yourself, or is there something that someone else is advertising? The likelihood that I can participate is pretty low if it's on a weekday. And honestly, pretty low if it's on a weekend, because I usually spend the weekends doing stuff. Social stuff. Alright, let's just see if we can stack histories and crush them. Well, give me the details. If you are organizing it yourself, give me the details. And if I can make it work, I'll participate as long as it's not like 20 rounds. I think we're going to get them with this card. Look at this big baby being arrested. This is some Blue Lives Matter shit right here. Alright, let's go get another land. We're asking for this to get spell pierced, but that's okay. Well, if their plan was to make it look like they opted into spell pierce, they succeeded. But I'm not tilted. I think they had it the whole time. Alright. Conclave Tribunal for that. Yeah, I guess I'll just Tribunal it now. Maybe we can Citywide Bust the next one. Wow, they shocked. Oh, and we're shocked. They're down to 2 cards. Do I just bust this one now? Do I wait to see if they play another one? I think I'm just going to bust it now while we're safe. 7 damage is a lot. Looks like we could have waited there. So we would have been able to bust around a spell pierce at least, but ooh. So now we see if they have dive down. They don't. Alright, so those drakes are gone. That was a sick rip. Jeez, what time is it? 2 o'clock. Why is like so much place activity happening? We're gonna do this a couple times. So they're playing the version we were playing the other day. We have a ton of good top decks here. Oh, they're playing the tempo game with our life total here. Okay. They have another Drake. I don't. Well, we have them next turn with Flourish. If they don't find a blocker. And even if they do play a Drake here. Okay. Interesting they targeted there and not the Vanguard. I kind of would expect them to attack the Vanguard. Alright, Emmara. So now I expect they'll hold this back unless they have removal for Emmara. Okay. So if we Flourish here and they don't have a counter, both are lethal. Spell Pierce. Alright. We get a token. They block. Trade. Don't want to go down to 2 because if they have a shock, they can just steal the game from us. Alright, so they're bricked. Nice maximize velocity. All right, 4-0? Or is that 5-0? That's 4-0, I think. 4-0. No, that's 5-0. There we go. Easy does it. Claim prize. Show me what I got. Oh, baby. Look at that bounty. Plus 1100. Yeah, so we are up 100 from all of our efforts. Good shit. I hope everyone enjoyed. This deck is like pretty ABC. You can kind of have some beer and stream and 5-0 with it pretty easily. Worked out really nicely. So that's it for this series as far as the YouTube goes. And everyone who's on the stream, hang out. We're not going anywhere. Yeah, we're going to keep playing, but we're probably just going to play some fun decks now that maybe we won't record. So if you feel like you're missing out, well then you should come back and or you should pay attention and come to the streams when we're doing them. But that's it for this one. So if you enjoyed it, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and stay tuned for the next deck that we're gonna play.